Welcome to English Podcast Academy, where we make learning English easy and fun. Hello, my lovely students. My name is Olivia, and today I want to tell you how to boost your English without studying. Yes, really, you don't need grammar books or long lessons. You just need small changes in your daily life. If you listen to me until the end, you will see how simple it can be. Let me ask you something. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? Most people check their phones, right? Well, imagine if, instead of scrolling through random videos, you watch just one short video in English. It could be a vlog, a funny clip, or even a cooking video. You're not sitting at a desk with a notebook, but you're still learning. Let's say you're brushing your teeth. Why not play a podcast in the background? You don't need to understand every word. Just hearing the rhythm, the sound, the natural flow of English will help your brain get used to it. I had a friend named Sarah. She used to say, "I don't have time to study." But then she started doing something small. She changed her phone's language to English. At first it was confusing. She couldn't find the settings. But guess what? After just 2 weeks, she began to learn words without even trying. Settings, notifications, calendar, weather, these became her new vocabulary. No grammar book involved. Or think about music. If you love music, sing along to English songs. You don't have to sound perfect. Sing in the shower, in the car, or even while cooking. Your brain will remember phrases, pronunciation, and new words just because you're enjoying yourself. Learning English doesn't have to feel like school. It can be part of your daily routine. Watching a movie with English subtitles is not just fun. It's learning. Talking to yourself while making tea. That's speaking practice. Describing what you're doing like, "Now I'm boiling water," or "I'm slicing a lemon," is a great way to practice vocabulary. So you see, you don't need to sit down with a book. You just need to live your life, with English in it. And the best part, you can start right now. No pressure, no exams, just simple steps that fit into your world. Let's start with listening. You don't need to study English, just listen to it. When you cook, clean, walk, or sit on the bus, play English in the background, play simple podcasts or videos. Even if you don't understand everything, your brain is learning the sounds, the rhythm, and the patterns. This is how babies learn a language. They listen every day. They don't sit down with a book. They just hear words again and again until one day they start speaking. You can do the same. Let's say you're making breakfast. Eggs, toast, maybe some coffee. What if, instead of silence or music in your native language, you played a short English podcast about daily routines? You'd hear someone say, "I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast." And without even trying, you'd be learning useful phrases. Or imagine you're walking in the park with your headphones in. Why not play a video where someone talks about their weekend or shares a story? Even if you catch only a few words like Saturday, friends, or movie, your brain is connecting the sounds with meaning. I remember a student who told me, "I don't understand anything when I listen to English." But she didn't give up. She played English audio while doing her makeup every morning. At first it was just noise, but after 1 month she said, "Now I can catch some words. I can guess what they're talking about." That's how it works. It's not about understanding every sentence. It's about training your ears to get used to the music of the language. And slowly, those sounds turn into words. The words become sentences, and one day, you'll find yourself understanding full ideas without thinking about it. So start small, 5 minutes a day, then 10. Then maybe you'll enjoy it so much, you'll listen more, without even realizing. You don't need to study. You just need to surround yourself with English. Let your ears do the learning. Now speaking. You don't need a teacher to speak English. Talk to yourself. Yes, really. It might feel strange at first, but it works. Just say what you are doing. "I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making tea. I'm walking to the store." These simple sentences are powerful. This is not studying. This is using English in real life. And when you use it, you remember it. You train your brain to switch into English mode without even trying. I had a student who used to walk around her house narrating everything. "I'm opening the fridge," she'd say. "Now I'm taking out the milk." She wasn't doing a speaking test or preparing for an exam. She was just living her life, but in English. After a few weeks, she told me, "Now I start thinking in English without forcing it." That's exactly the goal. Thinking in English is the key to fluency. When you stop translating in your head and just let the words come naturally, you speak faster, with more confidence. Even if you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. No one's listening. You're practicing for yourself. You're building that muscle in your mind that allows English to flow. Some people even speak in front of a mirror. It helps build confidence. Imagine you're practicing for a conversation. Look at yourself and say, "Hi, how are you? I'm doing great today. I went to the park and then I read a book." You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to get used to hearing your voice in English. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. So yes, speak to yourself. Describe your day, your feelings, even your plans. Say things like, "I'm tired," "I'm excited for tomorrow," or "I need to clean my room." These are not textbook phrases. These are real, useful expressions that you can use anytime. And when you talk to yourself every day, you stop waiting for the right moment to practice. Every moment becomes the right moment. Let's talk about your phone. Yes, that little screen you check 100 times a day. It can become your secret English teacher. One simple change: switch the language to English. At first, it might feel a little confusing. You might wonder, where's the settings button? Or, what does reminders mean? But that confusion is actually good. It means you're learning. Every time you check the time, the weather, your calendar, or even your alarm, you see English words. Over time, they become normal. You won't need to translate "battery low" or "storage full," because your brain will just know them. I had a student who said, "I didn't even realize I was learning." She changed her phone's language one evening, and within a week she was using words like notifications, location, and update without thinking. She told me, "I didn't sit down to study. I just lived my normal day, but everything was in English." And what about social media? You're already scrolling every day, right? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you spend your time. It can help you. Follow English pages. It could be a travel account, a funny meme page, or even a cooking channel. Read the short captions. Read the comments. They're usually simple, everyday language. Someone might say, "This looks delicious," or "Where is this place?" And suddenly you learn real conversation phrases, not from a textbook, but from real people. For example, imagine you follow a dog account. One day the caption says, "My dog loves belly rubs." You smile, you enjoy the post, and without realizing, you just learned the phrase belly rubs. That's how learning works when it's fun and natural. The key is to make English part of your world. Don't separate it from your daily life. Let it live in your phone, your feed, your routine. Now let's test your listening. Here is a short story. Listen carefully and try to imagine the scenes in your mind. This is Mia. She works in a bakery in a small, busy town. She loves her job because she enjoys making fresh bread, sweet cakes, and warm croissants. Every morning she wakes up at 6 a.m., puts on her uniform, and walks to the bakery with a smile. The streets are still quiet, and the sky is just starting to turn blue. At exactly 7 a.m., she opens the shop. The smell of fresh dough and butter fills the air. While she mixes ingredients and puts trays in the oven, she listens to English music on her phone. Her favorite song is cheerful and helps her feel awake and motivated. Sometimes she sings along while decorating cupcakes. "It helps me learn new words," she says. She doesn't study English from books, but music helps her understand pronunciation and rhythm. Customers come in and say, "Good morning, Mia," and she always answers with a friendly smile. "Good morning. What would you like today?" She practices speaking English with tourists who visit the bakery, asking simple questions like, Would you like tea or coffee? Or, do you want your bread sliced? After work, she closes the shop around 4 p.m., wipes down the counters, and walks home. At home, she takes a quick shower, changes into something comfortable, and cooks her dinner, usually something simple, like pasta or rice with vegetables. While eating, she turns on the TV and watches an English movie. She doesn't understand every word, but she enjoys hearing the language and guessing the meaning from the scenes. Mia believes that small steps every day make a big difference. She says, "I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better." She learns English by living her life with joy, music, and movies. Your questions. Where does Mia work? What time does she open the shop? What does she listen to while working? Think about your answers. Take a moment. You don't need to answer out loud. Just try to answer in your mind. Visualize the story. Picture Mia in her bakery. Can you remember the smell of fresh bread? The early morning routine? The sound of music playing in the background? These small details help your brain remember better. If you said, "She works in a bakery," great job. If you remembered, "She opens the shop at 7 a.m., you're doing fantastic. And if you said, "She listens to English music while she works," then give yourself a big smile. You've just completed your listening practice like a pro. Listening is not just about hearing words. It's about understanding meaning, feeling the story, and connecting the language to real life. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. You're not just learning English. You're training your brain to listen, to understand, and to think in a new language. That's powerful. And remember, you can always go back and listen to the story again. Repetition is your best friend when learning something new. See? You just practiced English without opening a book. You didn't write anything, you didn't study grammar, and yet you listened, understood, and answered questions in English. This is how you learn naturally, just like a child learns their first language, by hearing it, using it, and living with it. You don't need to study hard or spend hours with a notebook. You just need to include English in your everyday life. Watch a movie, listen to music, talk to yourself while making tea, read a short post on social media. It all counts. Imagine learning English the way you learn to ride a bike. You don't read a book about bicycles. You get on, you fall, you try again. Slowly, you find your balance. And one day, you're riding without even thinking. Learning English is just like that. You make mistakes, you forget words, but each time you come back, you grow stronger. So don't wait for the perfect time to study. Don't say, "I'll start tomorrow." You've already started. You're already learning. And the best part? You're doing it in a way that feels real, natural, and fun. You're not just learning English. You're living it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like to let us know. It really helps. And if you believe in yourself, write "I can learn without studying" in the comments. I read every single one, and I love seeing your progress. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a chance to improve your English a little more each day. And hey, if you like this kind of listening practice, make sure to check out our playlists. We have many more videos just like this to help you grow, step by step. You're doing great. Seriously, keep going, keep listening, and keep believing in yourself. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, my lovely students.